Hello, my lovely little gemstones. It's Saphira, and guess what? I'm not dead. I know, right? I wasn't sure about it for a while there. Life got a little crazy, and my motivation kind of tanked. To give you a bit of background about where I've been. In December of 2020, I graduated from college, and I decided I wanted to move closer to friends. So I got a job 5 hours away from home and moved cross-state to start living like a real adult with a job and bills to pay and real-life responsibilities. It was a lot, as you might imagine, and I managed to record some videos during that time, but it was definitely more on a whim whenever I had time and energy. And then, just as I was in the middle of posting 2 new podfics, one of which was a very big undertaking, I just kind of stopped, as I'm sure you noticed. 2023 was, I think, a bit of a hibernation year for me. My motivation for personal projects was really low, and I spent a lot of time just mindlessly going through the days, coming home from work and playing video games for hours while I was just lost in my own thoughts. This channel was pretty far down on my priority list, and when I started to think about coming back, just sitting down and making a single video, it just filled me with a sense of apprehension I couldn't really pinpoint, and so I never sat down and did it. But then something changed near the end of the year. All of a sudden, practically overnight, my mindset seemed to shift and evolved into something different. There wasn't any kind of life event that really prompted it, honestly, but somewhere around the time of my 25th birthday, I just started feeling better, more energized, more motivated, and more creative than I'd felt in months. In some way, I think that those months I'd spent feeling like shit was like I'd started metamorphosis. Like a caterpillar, I had to turn completely into goop in order to transform into something completely different. And, in my opinion, better. But what does all this mean? Am I going to come back and post more of my own Sandersides fic? Am I going to host another month-long event like I did before? Am I going to start reading more podfics on this channel again? Well, the answer is both yes and no. So here's the thing. Sandersides as a show has sort of fallen out of my current rotation of interests. Maybe it'll come back someday, maybe it won't, but what I can say right now is that I have no interest or motivation for writing for this fandom again. At least, not in the way that you're used to seeing on this channel. That said, I'm not someone who likes abandoning projects, especially when it involves promises to other people. So rest assured, I'm going to complete the podfics of both of the fics that unfortunately got a spontaneous and unannounced hiatus since I've stopped posting. That means that the last 5 chapters of Riddle Me This and the last 52 chapters of When the Chips Are Down. Oof, I know. But because I also don't want to be posting just those things for the next 3 years, or bombard your inboxes with a bunch of videos in one day, I will be posting the rest of Riddle Me This in one big finale. And Chips will be uploaded in 3 chapter chunks, with one video posting every Monday starting on March 4th until I'm done with both of them. I've already got Riddle fully recorded, and I'm slowly but surely making my way through the epic tome that is Chips. Not only that, but I have another exciting announcement for a project I'm working on. As of today, auditions are currently open for a huge project I'm working on, a fully voiced, dramatized podfic of Syzygy, a beautiful and surreal Sandersides fic about Thomas getting stuck in a time death loop and trying to figure out how to get out of it while he learns far more about his world than he ever thought he would, and working with a certain snake while he does it. It's amazing. It's probably one of my top 10 fics of all time, not even just in Sandersides, total over everything I've ever read, and I am so excited to be producing this project. If you're interested in auditioning, a link to the Tumblr blog with the audition form is in the description below. I would highly recommend following the blog, even if you don't plan on auditioning, as that will have way more frequent updates on that project before it'll eventually get posted here. But here's the thing. As excited as I am to finish up these projects, and I really am excited for them, I also know that I've grown as a person, and I want to do more than just Sandersides. The world is far too big for me to pigeonhole myself into one thing. So this channel is going to enter a bit of an experimental phase. I don't have a confirmed schedule yet, because finishing up previous podfics takes precedence. But my hope is to post an additional video every few weeks on Thursdays when I have the time, trying out something new. I've got some ideas, a tier list of my own fics, some discussion videos of fanfics I've done a ton of world building for but never found the time to write, rewriting some of my favorite media, an AO3 fanfic quiz show, gaming videos. The possibilities are endless. Maybe one day I'll even branch out more into vlogs or craft videos. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm down to try a lot of different stuff, see where this channel takes me. With all that said, I do want to manage some expectations with all this. What I'm promising right now is that both Riddle Me This and When the Chips Are Down will be fully posted within this year. Should be within the next couple months. At some point, there will also be a fully voiced podfic project of Syzygy posted at some point on this channel. Hopefully the first episode can come out this year, but I'm not confirming any dates at this time. Beyond that, there is the possibility that this high point I'm experiencing right now is just that, a high point, and I'm going to swing back down into that place with no motivation and just disappear again. Or, even if that doesn't happen, this is still a hobby, and obviously my real life responsibilities are going to take precedence if and when things get crazy again. I hate making promises I can't keep, so I don't want to confidently say that I'll still have the time and energy to post 6 months from now. But what I can promise is that if I'm not having fun, there's very little anyone can do to get me to do something. So, as long as I'm posting, you can rest assured that I'm having fun with it. Anyways, yeah, that's a bit about where I'm at and where I see the future of this channel going. I just wanted to post a little update before I started posting regularly again, mostly for my own sake of mind. I really appreciate everyone who's ever subscribed to this channel, all the likes and comments and all the lovely people on my Discord server. You guys have made these last few years super fun, and I really hope you tag along for the journey to come. And I'll see you next time.